Hello, welcome to February 7th notes. This is homework number 1 for the first test of the fifth 6 weeks. All right, hopefully I have enough room in these little boxes, we'll see. All right, so for number 1, again, our first step is to find our factors of each term. So x to the 4th is 1, 2, 3, 4 x's. X to the 9th would be how many? You guessed it, 9 x's. So there's 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many x's do they have in common? That is correct. They have 5 x's in common. They have 4 x's in common, Miss Harris. So we're going to bring out the x to the 4th. That's my GCF. And inside my box, I've got x to the 4th and x to the 9th. So what times x to the 4th gives us x to the 4th? That would be 1. I've got 4 x's out here. What do I need to multiply it by to get to 9 x's? That would be 5 more x's, so x to the 5th. So my answer is going to be x to the 4th times 1 plus x to the 5th. All right, number 2. So looking at our first term, my factors of 6 are 2, 3, I've got 2 m's and an n. My factors of 18 would be 6 times 3. 6 is 3 times 2, so I've got 2 times 3 times 3, 1m, 1n. My factors of 14 are 2 times 7, 1, 2, 3 m's, 2 n's. So what they have in common would be a 2 and 1m and 1n. So my GCF is going to be 2mn. Let's see, we're running out of room here. Let's see if I can do it down here. So I've got 2mn on the outside. Inside my box, I've got 6m squared n. My first term, 18mn, and then 14m cubed n squared. All right, what times 2 would give you 6? That's a 3. I've got 1m, I need 1 more m, and I've already got my n, so I don't need an m for that term. For my second box, what times 2 will give me 18? That's 9. I've got the m and the n, so I don't need any letters. For my last box, what times 2 gives me 14? That's 7. I have 1m, I need 3, so I'm going to need 2 more. I have 1n, I need 2, so I need 1 more n up here. So my answer, let's see if I can make it look pretty up here. So 2mn times 3m plus 9 plus 7m squared n. Not exactly pretty, but hopefully you can read that. All right, number 3. Let's change our color up. Let's just go crazy. Number 3, so for my first term, I've got 5x, x. That's not very crazy, Ms. Harris. For 30 would be 5 times 6, and 6 is 3 times 2. So 30 is 2 times 3 times 5 with 2 x's. And 15 is negative 3 times 5 and 1x. So what do they all have in common? So I can get a little more crazy. All right, they all have a 5 in common. And they all have an x in common. So my GCF is going to be 5x. Now we're going to go find out what that's multiplied by. So I've got 5x outside. Inside I've got 5x cubed, 30x squared, negative 15x. All right, when we multiply it, I've got my 5, so I don't need a number up there. I've got 1x, though. I'm going to need 2 more to get to x cubed. I can always go back and check my work. Does 5x times x squared give me 5x cubed? It does. What times 5 gives me 30? That would be 6. I've got one x, I need 2, so I'm going to need another one up here. What times 5 gives me negative 15? That would be negative 3. I've already got my x, so I don't need it here. So I've got 5x times x squared plus 6x minus 3. So you know, tomorrow we're going to start figuring out how to factor the big guy. All right, number 4. Let's see. 25 is going to be 5 times 5. And then 3 x's. 18 is 8 times 5. 8 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 5 and 2 x's. 35 is negative 5 times 7 and 1 x. So, let's find something that, there we go. They all have a 5 in common. They all have 1 x in common. So my GCF is going to be 5x. I'm going to need a little bit more room than that. Let's go here. And we're going to figure out what's inside by doing our division. So 5x, I've got 25x cubed, negative 40x squared, negative 35x. So 5 times 25, or 5 times what gives me 25? That would be a 5. I've got 1 x, I need 3, so I'm going to need 2 more up here. 5 times what gives me negative 40? It needs to be negative, and then 5 times 8 gives me 40. X times what gives me x squared? That's going to be 1 more x. And then 5 times what gives me negative 35 would be negative 7. I already have the x, so I don't need that. So it's going to be 5x times 5x squared minus 8x minus 7. All right, number 5. For our first term, it's 3 times x times x times x times x. 12 is 4 times 3, and 4 is 2 times 2 times 3, and 2 x's. Negative 33 is negative 3 times 11, no x's. So the only thing these 3 guys have in common are going to be the 3. So my GCF is 3. That's all I can pull out of there, which will make my division rather simple. We like simple problems, right? It's good to take a break every now and then, especially from math. I know, I can hear you guys. All right, so here I've got the 3, so I just need the x to the 4th. For my second box, 3 times 4 would give me 12. And then I need the x squared. And then 3 times what gives me negative 33? That would be negative 11. So this is going to be x to the 4th plus 4x squared minus 11. I'm really enjoying this color wheel a lot. It's the little things, right? All right, for number 6, first term, I've got 2 times a times a. Again, 12 is 4 times 3. 4 is 2 times 2 times 3, AB. And 6 is 2 times 3, B times B. So they don't have A's in common. They don't all have a B. The only thing they all have is a 2. Again, that's going to make our division nice. So we've got 2a squared, 12ab, 6b squared. So I already have the 2, I just need a squared for my first term. For my second term, 2 times 6 would give me the 12, and I need the a and the b. For my last term, 2 times 3 would give me the 6, and I need the b squared. So this would be a squared plus 6ab plus 3b squared. I know I told you I'd only do 5 in class, but I'll keep going until I run out of time. These can only be 10-minute videos, so we'll see how far we get. Bonus, right? How about this purple? All right, for the first term, it's 3 times d times d times d. My second term, it's just d. So what they have in common then is just going to be a D.